Hey, I'm going to try out non-short form. I have been trying to upload YouTube videos, but in shorts, and that was capped to 3 minutes. And I tend to use it like record myself at twice the speed. And I think I'm going to experiment now this week, probably. Well, this is Wednesday, but um, I'll experiment with longer form and using the regular video format. And I suppose basically I feel I have a lot of things on my mind that I want to share, but somehow I don't know where to start. And maybe I'll just record this video not having a clear plan or even like a structure. Just take it like this is just for me. And yeah, okay, probably let's start with why I've been or what I've been up to for the past 3 to 4 days. That I haven't been uploading, and maybe you can see I'm sort of in a new place. And yeah, the answer is I went to see Linkin Park in Jakarta with Emily Armstrong. This is their comeback tour. This is their first world tour since the release of their newest album, which was released in November 16th. Yep, I still remember the time, the date because I was waiting for it since they announced a comeback on September, and it was like the concert itself was amazing. I had no like sort of low expectation. I don't know what to expect. I wasn't the biggest fan of theirs, but and like based on like I'm not a big fan of their original. Like they're great. I listen to their songs. I bought their first album as a cassette tape uh, back when I was like junior high or something. And yeah, I grew up with their song, but I stopped listening to them since their first album. And probably I think I listened to their second album, not much. I think I just catch the singles and stuff on MTV. So I was aware, but I stopped listening to them. I think even when Chester died in 2017, it I was aware of the news, but I didn't, it doesn't impact me as much as some of the fan that I've been reading on the comment section. They're saying it like it crushes their life, right? Their world at that time. But yeah, anyway, I was a casual fan. And then when they announced a comeback in September, I saw, so I actually checked my YouTube watch history, from September to understand which of their videos that I watched first. Was it the Emptiness Machine, the music video, or was it the live show, the secret launch show that they live streamed? And the answer was apparently the Emptiness Machine music video, and then like I watched that probably on the 7th of September, or around that time, because I think my YouTube timeline was kind of freaking out about it. I can't remember how it got recommended to me, but I started, once you click on something on YouTube, it will start giving you recommendation around that. So I got hooked. I got sucked into that rabbit hole. And on like maybe 3 to 4 days later, I found the time. I blocked out the time, or probably I just like started watching the full show, and I think it was quite impressive. Like yeah, definitely Emily caught my attention for obvious reasons, but I started listening to them again and following their shows since then, because they've been very very strategic and very active on their social media, uh, on with their launches. I obviously I missed the whole secret countdown to that secret launch show thing. um, Yeah, sorry, I was just collecting my, like, remembering what actually happened. But essentially, I missed the whole pre-show bus because I'm not part of the LPU, which is Linkin Park United or something. I don't know. Their fan club. Oh, Linkin Park Underground, right? But yeah, so I started watching their live shows, every watch live shows since then. Their behind the scenes, their tidbits, clips, very strategic. It was so well executed. I gotta give them props. Like, they're really good at marketing. They're really good at production. They're really good at writing the songs, songwriting. They're really good at performing. Apparently, they rehearse a lot. But and then yeah, I started watching. So I was anticipating their launch of the new album, and once I got it, I still remember I bought it. Like, I think I was planning to either like find it on torrent, sorry, or if I can find it on Apple Music. Usually it's like 75,000 rupiah, which is $6 to $7. I think. No, it's not that expensive. Uh, but apparently, the day before, I saw that Mike posted on his Instagram. Was it Mike or was it on Linkin Park? But they have the special online digital version. It's in FLAC, and it's only $5, 4.99, and it includes some booklets, like special booklets, and something. So I thought, okay, that's a really good deal. So I got it. I bought it. Funnily, the checkout form doesn't have Indonesia listed, so I bought it with India, like just entering a random address, because it's like it's digital downloadables, right? So it doesn't matter. So I bought it, and it's been on heavy rotation since then. uh, I haven't been really obsessed about an album, like, not obsessed, but I haven't been listening to much music. um, I still am the type who listens to album, but I haven't listened to an album as much as this new album of theirs, From Zero. So I found it's yeah, okay, anyway. So they I think after they launched the album, they did a bunch of promotion. They keep on touring. They did like the US shows, the like in Paris. They went to, yeah, I think even before the launch of the album. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah. I get a bit of a bit confused about the timeline there. But before the album was even launched, they did a bunch of shows in the US. And I think even, no, was it? Yeah, I can't remember, but they toured like UK, they did Paris, they did, no, Mexico and Brazil was after the show, because there they premiered the live performances of the songs, some songs on the album, like Two Faced, over each other. But um, it was the pre-album stuff was just US, where they performed their old songs. And this is one interesting fact that I think is worth sharing, which is, because I stopped listening to them after their first semi second album. I have like most of the 25 plus 20 plus songs that they played in their pre new album show to promote the new album, to build up the hype. I Most of them, at least maybe 17 of the 20 something songs, I am not familiar with. I've never heard of them. uh, like Lost in the Echo, The Catalyst, Waiting for the End, like Castle of Glass, a lot Lost. I don't know those songs. Given Up, I don't know. And I first heard those songs in Emily's voice, which I think is puts me in very minority because a lot of them, like if I scroll the comments on the videos, many commenters are saying, I leave the old songs alone. I like it better with Chester's voice on it. But the thing is, I don't know what it sounded like with Chester. So I just took it as, this is my baseline. It's Emily's singing these songs. I have to admit, for the couple of songs that I know, I've listened to in Chester's version, Emily did struggle. I feel I even made a short about this, YouTube shorts about this, saying that essentially Emily is amazing. Like, she's amazing vocally. Her performance in that Sarah is like 12 out of 10. I always don't worry when I listen to her live shows in that Sarah, but when I listen to her singing Linkin Park song, she seems to struggle a bit. I mean, maybe her style, like her breath techniques and whatever, she's still figuring it out to match Linkin Park, even though they rehearsed a lot, right? But there are certain things that she keeps on refining, and in the early shows, it feels very. I'm worried, like listening to her, and come on, yes, you can hit the notes, right? But yeah, basically, I I lost my train of thought. But oh, okay, a lot of the old songs I first listened to, and I got acquainted to. I got familiar. I know I learned to love the songs through these like live performances with Emily. So uh, fast forward, they announced the world tour, and Jakarta is one of the destinations. And I was surprised because Jakarta is in Asia. I mean, they did Seoul before, like during the pre-album. Was it pre-album, or yeah, I can't remember. They did so many shows, which I watched every single one of them. Every time they did a show, like the next day, YouTube is going to send me all these recommendations, right? And I started watching them. Like I spent probably at least, I should say, average twice per show, a full show. At least I'll be maybe later during the touring. I would be like very picky about, like for example, the Japan. Yeah, that's just jumping ahead, but essentially what I'm saying is I listen to everything they released since they did after before and after this From Zero tour. So they announced, and then I was talking about how Jakarta is one of the destinations in Asia that they did, uh, aside from Seoul, which was done before. But in Asia, they only come to Japan, which they had 2 days for, and then Jakarta. And they didn't even they're not even visiting Singapore, which is the usually the destination in Southeast Asia that bands would just go to and do shows, right? So I'm quite surprised and happy, but I definitely know that I want to go, purely because I appreciate Emily's story, and I like her this new lineup. I really like it. mm, and yeah, and okay, this is a huge, huge backstory. Sorry, I've been kind of rambling for I don't know how many minutes, but and still haven't gotten to explain. No, I don't need to apologize. Actually, like, yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm debating myself right now. Okay, so uh, all in all, all I'm saying is I've been the past 3 to 4 days. I've been so I caught this is Wednesday. I went to see them on Sunday, and on Saturday I went to exchange the ticket to the with the wristband. Basically, I dedicated almost for 5 days, uh, for Linkin Park, pre-show, post-show, and post-show kind of depression, that where I keep on scouring like recordings from the show to try to relive the moments. And I've been uploading my own as well, to the channel. I recorded not many the full songs. I mean, I captured a bit here and there, but I try to listen, not record during a couple of songs, to just to listen to what's happening. I mean, be there, which is also something I want to talk about maybe in another video. So yeah, that's one thing that I've been up to lately. I think I'll stop the video here and then try to kind of not pollute like with random topics in one video because it's too long. So yeah, thanks. I'll share a bunch of other stuff in the next ones. So thanks, guys.